So let's get a good overview of the island. Trailhead, you can actually drive up to here where the trailhead is, and that's where we're going to start our hike. There's a cabin in here that's 7,000 feet. That's where we're going to acclimate. So we're going to stay there for a whole day and just kind of acclimate this cabin to this cabin. That day we're looking at about 5,500 feet of elevation to get up to there. It's not so much the miles, even though the miles are going to be a lot, but that baby right there, from there to there, 5,000 feet of elevation gain. That's where we'll stay at the cabin at the summit. It'd be cool to see this caldera. Stay there, and then we'll hike around it and go to the summit here. It's kind of crazy hiking up to something just to be on the top of the highest point, right? I don't know what it is about human nature that makes you want to do that, but it's there. So we just gotta go to the highest point and go check it out. And usually it's things like that where you find kind of exposes you. Being in all that exposure, it kind of exposes you and lets you find what you're made of. Yeah, we just got to the trailhead and bumpy road, so we're gonna shoot one bullet, just make sure we're dialed in at 100 yards. I've made that mistake before bow hunting, is just not checking my equipment, so we're just gonna send one. We already drove up, made all that noise, so we're just gonna send one bullet from 100 yards, make sure we're dialed in before we go hunt, and go on our way. Get the orange on the hunt jeep. We're just trying to get to the cabin, but we're gonna unload a bunch of stuff and then get into hunt mode. We're looking for sheep. Right now the wind's kind of coming up, so when we're hiking uphill, the winds are back. It's kind of blowing our whole scene anyway. So we'll just get to that cabin, regroup, get the gun set up and everything, and then go out for a hunt.
Heavy on the water. Introduction altitude.
Yeah.
Feeling good.
Yeah, we're heavy on the water for sure. Definitely, we're supposed to refill at this cabin where we're full on water, and it's only a 3-mile hike. And yeah, I think we're like probably 6,000 feet right now and already feeling it. So hopefully acclimate as we go, but it's very obvious that we're not at sea level.
Giddy up.
Smash my banana and my bino harness.
What's the status on your banana, boy?
My banana's still holding strong. I'm gonna save it.
Still holding strong. There's a banana, Rick.
Look at his glasses. wasn't expecting to see
anything, I guess that's my bad. But dang, dude, some sheep popped up. And I took a crack at one. I was standing. Not the most stable, but it was close. So I had to see if I could crack that one. And I don't know, we gotta look. It's not down right where I shot it, so it might not be good. I'm gonna mark it on the map so we know where it's at. And then we'll just keep going up. Maybe we'll run into that same herd. Wasn't the smartest plan, was to hike from the ocean to the summit. It's gonna be a lot of miles. The volcano had all these earthquakes and the ground was swelling, so they shut down that lower section, so we couldn't hike it. Oh, bummer, dude. But I mean, they did the right thing, because the spot we were gonna hike through is right where that thing's going off. So, I mean, it would have been maybe pretty cool to get a helicopter ride out of it or something, but come medevac us out. Yeah, the plan was to go from the coast down there. So now we're just kind of starting on the upper section, which is still amazing.
Yeah, today went good. We're here. We made it to the cabin. It's dark outside already. Definitely worked up an appetite. Not only was our packs, or my pack, I felt like it was way too heavy. Definitely have stuff I don't need, but we're also at high elevation, which I don't live or train at high elevation, so it takes a little bit to get used to that. But we brought some dried apelu, smoked apelu actually, because it was kind of cloudy. And so we're gonna make these into, I'm gonna take that bad boy, lay that out here, but I gotta get this water in here first. And we're gonna make fish broth. And I brought stuff to make ramen, so we're actually gonna put a little bit more because we're gonna let it simmer. So let's light this baby up. Oh my god. Brought this little freeze-dried miso soup, so that's gonna go in there with it. And then just some seasonings for the ramen. Kind of let that simmer. We'll let that simmer and kind of turn into a broth, and then I'll put noodles in a little bit.
You want to talk about it?
Yeah, you ready? Yeah, tomorrow we're gonna hunt all day. We're gonna get up like 4 a.m. because we gotta go back down. Then the next after that's pretty much our day that we're going from this cabin up to 13,000 feet. So we're looking at about 5,000 to 6,000 feet of elevation gain and 8 to 10 miles. The stuff isn't very exact because the trail kind of meanders, but after today, that just sounds a little out of reach. Like the amount of effort we put in to get to where we are today, and the miles we went, the elevation gain we went, and I know it's just going to be tougher going up the hill. It just feels a little out of reach. I'm hoping with a little bit more acclimation we can
we can feel a little bit better tomorrow. Maybe some fuel, maybe some sheep fuel tomorrow, and then the day after that, when we go up there, we'll do the summit and come back down. So it's pretty ambitious. The stuff we're trying to do is pretty ambitious, and I was feeling pretty ambitious until I put that pack on today, and then I got humbled. The mountain pretty much just slapped me with a big old humble pie. Boom. I'm a little, just a little disappointed. Yesterday, was not expecting to see sheep in the middle of the day like that. Just bedded, we just spooked them, bedded down, and just blew it, man. Just like rushed it, pulled the rifle out, kind of just free-handed it, and was kind of shooting through some bushes, and they were on the move, so just completely missed. I got zero excuses. That was kind of our opportunity. That was it, to get some meat at least. Honestly, kind of ignorant of me to think I was just going to come up here and get it done, especially with a rifle. To me, I've bow hunted. I've never shot a sheep with a rifle up here. I've always just bow hunted around the mountain and caught them like that. So ignorantly, I was thinking it'd be easier with a rifle, but that's not the case, and I definitely learning my lessons. So it's getting late in the afternoon. We got quite a ways to go up in elevation to go where we're staying, to be able to push onto the summit. So I have some fish left over. Thankfully the boys also have some dehydrated meals to kind of supplement what I may not get, because I thought we were going to be able to get something, but still got quite a bit of ono and a pelu and some jerky, so I think we're going to be good there. I do want to make it up to the summit. We're about halfway. We're a little over halfway. And I know once we get above 10, 12,000 feet, that's when the real pain's going to start. I just know it. But that's also going to be where it's going to give me an opportunity to kind of dig deep, explore my brain a little bit, explore the thoughts, and appreciate this place and the people that have come before me and come up here with much less than I have. So, yeah, how cool is that? The sunrise. Yeah, because I live on the west side, we only get sunsets. So the sunrise is pretty cool to see off the ocean. You can see a little bit of that volcano still smoldering down there. We just hit this little section of this lava rock, so just gonna have to be more careful. It's just more unstable, and you'd be amazed at how sharp this stuff is. So just gotta work our way up this, and slow and steady. checkpoint number 1 here, 9,000 feet. One of the hard things I'm trying to get out of my head is that this first section was not easy, and it's only going to get harder. We are at like a little emergency campsite here at a little over 11,000 feet. I figured it was a good chance to stop and acclimate a little bit. I actually kind of dozed off for a quick minute. I haven't been here that long, but sadly, we got to get back on the trail because those miles ain't going to walk themselves. But we're definitely soaking in the terrain, feeling every bit of the altitude. And we got more to go, but just a steady pace. A little bit at a time. We set up the tarp, try to get out of the sun. Try to get out of the sun and the wind, and just try to recoup, even if it was for the half an hour. So, yep, have to get back after it. This is incredible. I did not expect it to be this big. I knew it was going to be a big caldera, but this is insane. Oh man, I hope that camera's doing it justice. Like how far across this thing is. Over there, you can kind of see like the south exit. When this whole caldera fills up, it can spill out that end. There's one on the north as well. So, and you could see, look at the steam coming up, dude. And this right in the middle of that thing, look at that. That just like typical volcano, like boop, there's something you'd see. That's something you'd see like in an aquarium, you know, someone's little fish tank. Paint the top red, right there. Look how insane this is. And then directly across, that's actually the summit, which we're staying at the summit cabin, which is very deceiving considering the fact that the summit's actually all the way on the other side of this bad boy. I'm just tripping, like, just trying to take it all in right here. Born and raised here in Hawaii. It's actually born on the other side over here on the slopes of Mauna Loa. Never been here. Never been up to the top. I don't know, it took me so long. I mean, look at that, dude. It's insane. I kind of feel like I should have came up earlier, but hey, no better time than now. We earned it today. I'm just so stoked to be up here. Look at how fiery the sunset is too.
Makes you feel small, eh?
Insignificant, dude.
Talk to me, Danny. What's going through your mind?
Oh, it does. Like, makes you feel small, yeah. I love it, dude. Like, big stuff like this. Just the struggle today, too. Puts life in perspective. So good. I love it, dude. Like, big stuff like this just makes you realize, like, how small your life is, right? And this mountain's been going off for I don't know about millions of years, but way longer than I've been alive. And I'm so focused on just like day by day, you know, how important I think my little life is. It's maybe gonna last 80 years. And here's a place like this. It's just been going on for thousands and thousands of years. And this beauty, and like how many sunsets have gone down up here with nobody watching them. So, feeling lucky.
You're in
sure.
this.
Lucky to have the family that I have, and lucky to have the things that I have, the health I have. Like when we started, right? Like, gratitude. Yeah. God is here.